Alrighty, NT8 on the porch. Got a good one for you to listen up to today. See, Trump wants to put troops down on the border. And then you see the likes of CNN, MSNBC, CBS, ABC, all the usual fucktards get their experts on and say Trump can't put active duty military down on the border. He can't activate the National Guard to go down on the border and apprehend these people. Well, let me tell you how it's done. When I was in the Navy, we'd go on drug ops out in the water, but we had a Coast Guard law enforcement detachment with us. We'd drive the boats, we'd launch the boats, drive the boats, man up our boarding parties, we'd go on these boats, and the Leos, the Coast Guard Leos, were the ones that did the apprehension, not the Navy. Very important. Same thing in the Persian Gulf. We had a Coast Guard detachment that would do whatever it was we needed to have done. Escort them up to Kuwait, we'd escort them up to Kuwait. I spent many a night on dhows in the Persian Gulf. Now, Trump wants to put troops on the border. Here's how he can do it. He can call up the National Guard in California, Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas, all those border states. He can activate the National Guard. And then all they do is they use all their equipment, they find where the dirtbags are crossing the border, and the Border Patrol goes out and arrests them for crossing the border. Oh, he can't do that. Oh, he can't do that. Obama did it. George W. Bush did it. So, shut the hell up. There's a little thing called the Posse Comitatus Act. Been on the books since, I don't even know, 1800s? And all the Posse Comitatus Act was for is that the sheriff of Silver Dollar City or wherever couldn't go to the closest army base or army fort at the time and say, I want 10 of your soldiers. That's what the Posse Comitatus Act is. What it really means is you can't take federal troops and use them in law enforcement. So if Trump activates the National Guard in these states, then they become federalized. But if Rick Perry, when he was governor, he activated the National Guard and sent them to the border, he could utilize them to apprehend people coming across the border. Why? Because they weren't federalized. They were state troops. It irritates the living crap out of me when these idiots on mainstream media bring in experts that really have no clue how this entire system works. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. You can look up the Posse Comitatus Act. Just Google it. Or Bing it, whatever search engine you use. And read it, and you'll be fully understood. Kent State, that was a state action. That wasn't federal. The hurricanes, they activated the National Guard. The states did. The feds kicked in money later on that helped pay for it, but that's how it works. As long as the National Guard is state employed, they're not federalized. All right, MT8 on the porch. Thought I'd get you up to speed on this. Like I said, don't ever believe mainstream media. They're lying to you. Anything to try and make Trump look bad, they're gonna do it. Talk to you later.